Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Birds at the Rodeo. I'm Eric, the resident Eagles fan.
I'm Orlando, the resident Cowboys fan.
And, I'm going to let you pick. What direction where do we start with? Do we start with, is our offense back? Because everybody's claiming our offense is back. Do we talk about the big elephant in the room, the fact that Brandon Graham has retired and he is back to finish out this season with us? I'll let you pick, man. Which way you want to go?
I guess start with Brandon Graham, get that out of the way, and then go into the game.
Okay, let's get into it then. My initial thoughts. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. When the rumbling started, I was kind of like, nah, he's not coming back, right? Yesterday, when Adam Schefter, broke the news, I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I was kind of like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't know.
Right.
Because what I don't want to happen, I don't want this to be a Brett Favre situation where BG's out, then he's back in, then he's out, then he's back in. I don't want that. Okay. He's already an all-time great Eagle, all-time great edge defender in Philly history, right? Like, I didn't know, man. I was like, I don't know. Then I saw the post, him signing the contracts and BG talking about he's back to, chase that third trophy. And I'm not going to lie, immediately I got hyped. I know Vic Fangio was excited because he didn't want Brandon Graham to retire in the first place because he kind of retired on an injury-riddled season. First off, welcome back, BG, obviously. Zadarius Smith retiring after 3 games, that hurt us. Noah Smith getting hurt. He's on IR right now, so we don't know when we'll get him back. Our edge play it's been a little suspect this season so far. I'm not gonna lie, we've spoken about that many times. And BG being back, it's a welcome addition, right? He's gonna bring back the energy and the leadership that we desperately need. He's not gonna fix all our problems though. I'll say that right now. He's not going to fix all our problems. Cornerback 2 is still a big issue. And, on that note, I'll say shout out to Adoree Jackson. He played as well as he could have against Minnesota. He got hurt, and thankfully he was able to walk off on his own power. He seems to be, getting the right treatment for that, so prayers up to him. But yeah, welcome back, Brandon Graham. We'll see how this goes. I'm not getting too high. I'm not getting too low because, he played last season, but
it's been a while.
It's been a while, right? He claims he's been in football shape. He's been working out like crazy, and I'm sure he has. So, yeah, man, we'll see if BG comes back and he's the BG of even last season. I'll take it, right? He was literally our best edge player last season, really. Mm-hmm. He was right up there with Josh Sweat and those guys. So. Yeah, man, welcome back, BG. I hope you can contribute a lot. I know you can. I know he can contribute a lot to the field, off the field, just in terms of his leadership and his energy. And hopefully, on the field, he can stabilize that edge spot opposite of now Jahad Campbell, which I just want to say I basically called what was going to happen with that because that's exactly what Vic Fangio did. He dropped Jahad Campbell down on the edge and had Nakobe starting opposite of Zach Bond. So, hopefully BG can. Hopefully, BG can, give Jahad the ropes, Jalix Hunt, those guys, because even Noah Smith when he gets back, right? Like, those guys, because in the end for me, right, like, Jalix Hunt, the Jahad Campbell, the Noah Smiths, those guys, like, they have to take the torch at some point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to. It can't just be BG coming back, or retiring, coming back. It can't be that, man. So, hopefully, BG coming back for this last run. And I will say is I do hope it is his last run. Hopefully those guys can, follow under his wing and soak up as much information, as much knowledge as they can. So next season, when it's their time, and even like this season, right, like they could just pick up where he left off and feed off of him. And, our front seven can get back to what they were doing last year. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to have BG back, but I'm cautiously optimistic about what he will do.
Makes sense. Yeah, like you said, it's been a while. We both said it's been a while coming off of a retirement, and it's pretty much like a low-risk, high-reward situation. He's going to come in, play where he can. If he does well, great. If he doesn't really make too much impact, it's not like it'll hurt the team much more. So, I mean, I'm not mad at the move at all.
Yeah. Okay, so, I mentioned it before, Adoree with playing Minnesota this week. First of all, shout out to Jalen Hurts. Put up a perfect passer rating. That's my quarterback. I'll say it before I say it again, he will probably end up being the most polarizing player in NFL history. It is what it is. When my quarterback is on, he is on like nobody's business. And so I'll touch on that first. Really, I'll touch on this first, right? A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith went well over 100 yards this game. I think what I'm watching and what I'm realizing now is A.J. Brown, in this version of our offense, he is not going to be the volume catch guy. He's just going to be the big play guy. Because every play Jalen hit him for, it was a splash play. It was an explosive play. The first touchdown, that was a fourth down, man. He threw that thing up, and AJ ran Josh Metellus out of there, bro. So, like, when you look at that versus Devontae Smith, right? His route tree is, I don't want to say way bigger, but
seems like it is.
It seems like it is, right? Like, his route tree in our offense, the way Kevin Patullo is calling it right now, Devontae runs a lot more different routes. He moves around a lot more. It just seems like Devontae is the number one read on a lot of these. So, and I think A.J. Brown, I think he's fine with that as long as he's getting those chances to make the explosive plays. Right? Like, early on, he wasn't getting those chances. Because Jalen was, and if he was, Jalen was forced to get it at bad times. But, this game, it was perfect harmony. Just hitting Devontae, hitting A.J., hitting Dallas when needed to. Just all over the field. He had a perfect passer rating. Like, Jalen Hurts played a perfect game throwing the football. Is Philly's offense back yet? No. God, no. Saquon Barkley still has not gotten the ball enough.
Right.
We have to be able, second half, that's when we really need to start feeding Saquon. Especially when we're throwing the ball up and down the field on Minnesota like we were. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if Kevin Patullo's scared to just get Saquon the ball more. I don't know what it is at this point. I don't know.
Right.
But no, our offense is not back yet. All right? Until Saquon is humming along, offensive line is humming along, and the passing game is very complimentary and humming along with that in harmony, no, we're not back. Yes, we played a pretty damn good game against Minnesota. Defense played way better. Jalen Hunt got that pick six.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing against Carson Wentz, but Quinyon played, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Henderson, those guys were still out there. TJ Hawkinson was still out there. And for the record, I'm just gonna say this right now, that was not a touchdown. TJ Hawkinson knows that wasn't a touchdown. His hands literally
they came completely off of the ball.
Literally, I don't know why he's still talking about that now. Like, bro, you didn't catch it. I
get thinking that in the moment, but after you see the replay,
yes,
it's clear as day.
Come on, man! Like, stop
he caught it, he let go of the ball, and then it hit the ground.
He's like this.
It's because he just maintained possession when it touched the ground. It would have been a catch, but it touched the ground,
right?
And then he completely let go of it, and then re-caught it,
right?
And so at that point,
it's not a catch. Come on, man! So stop it with that nonsense, please. But yeah, man. Like, overall, I'm happy we're back in the win column. Team played well overall, but like I said, man, we have got to make Saquon Barkley a focal point of the offense. Like, I just need Kevin Patullo to watch. I need him to watch Detroit. I need him to watch Atlanta. I need him to watch San Fran. They get Bijan, Jameer, and Christian McCaffrey involved damn near every play.
It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, It just, Saquon Barkley is too talented. He's too gifted. He is Saquon Barkley. He's 2K say. We got to give him the ball more. Flat out. We have to give him the ball more. Because Jalen Hurts, newsflash for you, I'm going to say it, He's not going to put up a perfect passer rating every game. He's just not going to do it. He's not. And even if he does, if we can't run the football when we need to run the football, it's going to hurt us down the stretch anyway. So, yeah, man, I'm happy we got back in the win column, but there is still a lot of work to be done. Cornerback, too, I'm still very worried about that spot. You know, Keely Rico had to go in the game a little bit, and I was scared.
Yeah, for sure.
I was scared. So, I'm going to keep saying this now. Like, hell, we brought BG back. Can we go get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and put him in the slot, please? Like, please. Because at this point, I'm watching the Denver Broncos. You got Riley Boston outside. Yo, to me, we have a better white corner in Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
I know
he's been getting cooked.
Right. I want Cooper to play outside now because Cooper DeJean could absolutely be an outside corner. He's been doing it in the base defense, in the base package all season. He did it at Iowa. I know he's a dog at nickel, bro. I know. But unfortunately, right now, we need him outside more than we need him inside because we got guys we have a rotation of guys that can play nickel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got Andrew Bakuba. We brought back Marcus Epps. He can play a little bit in there. We got Mac McWilliams. Like we have guys that can hold down the fort in nickel. I need Cooper outside. I need it. Until proven otherwise, I need him to stay outside opposite of Quinyon. So, we'll see how that goes. I don't even know if we can. I think we can bring back Chauncey Gardner-Johnson because he got traded, got cut, signed with another team, and they got cut again. So I think we can bring him back. I'm here for it. I was talking to somebody else about it, and they were like, you don't want him. I was like, yes, I do. Like, he played his best ball with us. Like, I absolutely want Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back. So, Howie, man, if you hear me, please, like, at least give him a call. I'm sure whatever issues y'all had, y'all can figure it out. He's not in a good position either right now. He's just trying to, really gain form and get his name back out there in good graces. So, hell, I'm here for a reunion for the third time. I am. I'm here for it.
Yeah. I mean, that would make a lot of sense given y'all team's need. I mean,
right.
My biggest takeaway from the game is something that was also very prevalent in the Cowboys and Commanders game, but on the opposite spectrum, it is how important chemistry between a quarterback and a wide receiver is. I think if Carson Wentz had half as much chemistry with Justin Jefferson as he did with Jordan Addison, they have a much better chance of winning that game.
Right.
And I mean, I just think that was his biggest problem. There were a lot of times.
Well, he was making bad plays too.
Yeah, in the first half, I think.
Yeah, well, really,
it got them in the hole, and then I think he played a pretty solid game, especially in the second half.
Yeah,
I think that is just the bad plays. They were the turnover plays he had, and then the majority of his incompletions were attempts to Justin Jefferson. Just because I think they just were not on the same page. And I think in terms of y'all's offense, I wouldn't say it's bad yet. I mean, I think that's exactly what people have been asking for on one hand in terms of especially with the whole A.J. Brown thing, getting the ball, throwing the ball more.
Right.
And I think it's definitely a step in the right direction for y'all. Y'all would just have to, one, get Saquon involved, and then do that consistently for the offense to be back.
Exactly. I can't just say after one game we're back. I can't say that, especially after one game where we passed the ball amazing. We threw it all over the field and everything. AJ and Devontae got rolling, but where's Saquon, man? Like, I'm still asking for that. We're still asking for that. So I'm not going to say that. And we got the Giants coming up this week. So hopefully we can. And we'll get into the Giants in a little bit, but hopefully we can, one, get our revenge, and two, put it all together for the first time this season. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I don't disagree with you about Carson Wentz. I will say though, Quinyon, he did a hell of a job on Justin Jefferson for the most part. I mean, hell, the only play he gave up was to Jordan Addison, and that was on a comeback route. They kept those out routes, dude. Those out routes were pissing me off. That's all they were running. But yeah, I think Justin Jefferson. I think for him this season, like I don't know how much work he really got in with JJ McCarthy heading into the year, or Carson Wentz, obviously. But I'm still excited for when JJ McCarthy gets back and to see how they look, if fully healthy, right? That whole team and the whole offense, really. But yeah, we got the dub. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and talk about y'all's game, man. I mean, obviously, I first off, I thought y'all were gonna steamroll them even with Jaden Daniels, but he got hurt. He got hurt what, in the second quarter?
I think it might have been the third.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched it a little bit, but then I knew it was like because first of all, no Terry McLaurin, no Deebo Samuel, no Noah Brown. I don't even know who he was throwing you out there. I don't even think he knew who he was throwing you out there. And I mean, it showed very quickly.
I will say, I mean, we're still the worst defense in the league, and the guys guarding them, you won't be able to name those guys either.
Like your guys, the corner, yeah. I mean, shoot.
Other than Deron Bland,
Detroit. I mean, they had that game last night, man. They had some guys I never heard of. They had some no names out there.
No, there were. There was the.
Did Kanye Elam start again?
Kyer Elam.
Deron Bland.
Oh yeah, we were starting Elijah Clark and Trequeze Bridges at corner.
No names.
With Deron Bland.
No names.
So they were definitely injured offensively, but defensively they have not. They weren't missing too many players. And once again, our offense showed that they have a very solid argument for being the best offense in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
I think that it was, I think that especially now, we're in the mentality that if we're going to win games, we're going to have to put our foot on the gas, score as many points as we possibly can, and they proved that with just their decision. They won the toss, decided to receive, and went right out, scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I think, me personally, I think that it was all. I never really, even fully healthy, I've been saying since last season, I was never too high on the Commanders. They
overachieved last year. We both said that.
Because going into the season, I thought they were my sleeper team, but I still, even though they achieved, they kind of made that true, being the sleeper team, making it to the NFC Championship game. I think I was wrong in the sense that, not that they were the sleeper team, just in the sense that I thought they were going to be a good sleeper team. I don't think they were that good last season, to be completely honest. That even, if you're just looking at their last season, they lost to Cooper Rush and should have got swept by Cooper Rush. But we're in a dogfight in the last game and then got like a last-second touchdown. Yeah. And I meant to do this and to have this information going into the game, but I know for a fact it's happened twice that teams in seasons that Dak Prescott was out for the season with an injury, if there was a team that lost to Cooper Rush that we played the very next season, they got completely dominated by the Dak Prescott Dallas Cowboys. Just happened to watch. I'll try to have that information. I thought about that. I meant to have it, but then it happened again with the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, beat them with Cooper Rush, and then Dak came back and beat them 40-3. Yeah, and now I know the game was 44-22, so it's still a 22-point win.
No, they steamrolled them. Yeah,
at one point it was like 41-6 or something. It was really bad. So credit to, just to get this out of the way now before I keep going back to our offense, but credit to our defense. They definitely stepped up and played a lot better than they have all season. Yeah. Matt Eberflus decided to run man in this game. At this point, I'm thinking...
Maybe he likes grits after all.
No, at this point, I'm thinking his beef wasn't with running man, wasn't with grits. It was specifically with Trayvon Diggs, who
did not play.
He did not play. He was out with a concussion that he suffered at home.
Do we know how?
There's no official reports on the exact.
You made a comment.
Yeah, I think he's out of here. I think he will be traded.
That's
once I finish talking about the game, I guess we can talk about because there's been a lot of trade buzz going around with the Cowboys, but I do want to finish talking about the game before we get there. But I do think Trevor will be traded. But I think that, want to give the defense a lot of credit for stepping up. I think they came right out. We scored a touchdown. They got a 3-and-out. They might have got a first down. They got off the field pretty quickly. Now, credit to Tress Way. He pinned us right on the one, and then we ended up getting a safety on the first play, trying to run it out of the end zone. But the defense, they stepped up all throughout the game. Jaden Daniels, he did get injured.
Yeah.
But the play he got injured was a strip sack fumble by Kenneth Murray with not a good play by him by, sacking the quarterback, getting the fumble. Still hoping for a speedy recovery for Jaden Daniels. Congratulations for that. And then Deron Bland, king of the pick sixes in this current NFL.
Oh, did he get a pick six?
Yeah, and which is, poetry and just emotion, just seeing as the record he broke last season
two seasons ago. Yeah.
Was against the Washington Commanders. So, want to give them credit for, stepping up and doing exactly
Who threw the pick six, Jaden?
No, it was Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, okay.
And it was a terrible play. I mean, he was running all around like a chicken with his head cut off. And just threw it up to no one. But, Deron Bland, he's got good hands, good return ability.
Yeah.
And, like I said, we want to give some quick shout-outs to the defense. But overall, it was just the offense.
Steamrolling.
Doing
their thing.
I'll CD calls him Fodak Prescott.
Fodak Prescott.
Like Fodak Black.
Oh.
I think that's an amazing nickname.
CD's, he's supposed to, bro.
And then they welcome back CeeDee Lamb. He missed 3 games, came back with over 100 yards, 5 catches, and a touchdown.
Man was cooking Marshawn Lattimore.
But Marshawn Lattimore was getting cooked all day by both CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens.
I really, and I said this before, I never saw it with Marshawn Lattimore like that. I never thought he was that good of a corner in the first place.
I saw it. I mean, he's just kind of old now.
Not consistently enough. His coverage grade was?
In that game?
Yeah.
Probably 0 if it can't be negative.
It's 29.2.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It was not a good game. It was not a good day for him.
He just gets bullied. Mike Evans bullied him, George Pickens bullied him.
Yeah,
he just gets bullied.
And that brings me to the point I brought up from saying in y'all game how much chemistry plays an impact. I think George Pickens and Dak Prescott's chemistry right now is on another level. I think that
never seen George Pickens look like this.
You never want to say an injury is a good thing, but maybe CeeDee Lamb missing those games, the diamond in the rough in that whole situation was Dak and George Pickens being able to build some of that chemistry.
Right.
Because at the beginning of the season, it wasn't just terrible, but it wasn't this good.
Yeah.
George Pickens he's tied for leading the league in touchdowns. He has 500 yards, and if you take away the yards he's had that he's drawn on pass interference penalties, he'd be leading the league in yards right now. It's been
having a great season,
a dream come true. This has been one of the best trades that the Cowboys have made. And I don't know how long. We've never had a player come and make this type of impact. I saw a stat. He was one of 5 players to come in and have this many touchdowns in his first 6 games.
Do you like the George Pickens move more than Amari?
At this point, yeah, especially just seeing as what it meant for the team. One, we traded a first-round pick for Amari. And we were just in a position where we had no other receivers.
Yeah.
We needed somebody to come in and be the one. The addition George Pickens brings to our team, being that quote-unquote number 2 guy, but who's capable, who it just clearly proved he's capable of being that wide receiver 1.
Yes.
It's just a much better scenario for the team. And, like I said, I couldn't be any happier with this trade. I think that the next step is, we have to do whatever we can to re-sign him.
Yeah.
People want to say he's playing himself out of our budget, but
is that what people are saying?
It wouldn't.
Y'all have cap space now, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of cap space, but at this point, he's literally playing to where a team might make him the highest paid receiver in the league. And I mean, we got to be able to figure out a way to get it done. If we can sign George Pickens, Javonte Williams, and then Brandon Aubrey to at least 3,
is
4
Brandon's
years.
contract coming up too?
Well, because he's as a kicker, he was never just on just like a long-term deal.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it is up. And
But you gotta.
Oh, that's not even a question.
No.
He'll definitely be the highest paid kicker.
Like that's what I was about to say. Like
And he deserves every penny of it. Luckily for us, kickers being
they don't take up a whole lot of
too much space. That's not gonna. I don't think that's almost like a non-factor in our salary cap. But I think with George Pickens and Javonte Williams, we get those guys signed for 3-4 years, restructure a few contracts. We'll have our offense locked up for the next few years. And I mean, I think that's what we need. We can build off that offense. I think this game was, whoever really lost this game, I think their season would be on the downward spiral. Wouldn't be looking too great.
Y'all in Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're in a position now to where our destiny is kind of in our own hands. We are. I wouldn't say that. Obviously, we're still second place, but as long as we handle our business, we're in a good spot. I think.
Right.
We can. A lot worse than what most people would have kind of predicted going into the season, especially after losing Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
But I think that, like with the way our offense is playing, I think that we can literally score with anybody. You'd have George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb playing there where they're playing. Jake Ferguson, he's not in. He's in his Jason Witten era. I mean, that's kind of crazy to say so early in his career, but
I feel like he's starting to hum along a little bit.
Absolutely not.
No?
Not in the way he was.
Didn't he have a touchdown?
Yes. He's humming in his Jason Witten era. He's not breaking any tackles. He's not getting any yards after catch. He's catching the ball, great, solid hands, catching it where he needs to be, getting past the sticks, catching touchdowns.
Okay, so are you
officially in his Jason Witten era? He has like 44 catches for like he's last out of 44 tight ends in yards per catch. And I'm not complaining.
Okay.
I'm just calling.
You're just calling how it is. Yeah.
He's 100% his Jason Witten there.
Okay.
And
all right.
If that's going to put points on the board, then I'll take it.
Right.
I mean, Javonte Williams is playing. He's a top 3 running back in the NFL right now. He's had just given what we're able to do in our passing game, what he's doing in the running game is just amazing. That's been one of the best free agent signings for the Cowboys in a while. I think that because it's not just like he's running through wide open holes. He's the offensive line is doing a great job run blocking and pass blocking. But the plays he's making, he's breaking tackles. His jump cuts are on another level. I can't give enough credit to our offense. I want to give Brian Schottenheimer a lot of credit. The energy he's bringing, the plays he's calling. Yeah. We're doing everything we need to, and if just depending on if our defense can continue this, they can do this again. I think that not only does the team have a chance to make the playoffs, they have a chance to, really be able to do. They have a chance to win any game they step on the field and play. Whether that be if they make the playoffs, if they don't, it's really just going to be up to our defense to get those stops. And I think that if we were to make the playoffs, just depending on what record we make that with, if this is the way things continue, Dak Prescott is by and large the front runner for MVP in that sense. He wouldn't be based on our record. I don't really know who you could give it to. I think because there's a couple guys that have better records, but I don't think there's anybody playing better than him. Mm-hmm. Even guys that we mentioned on the last episodes, Baker Mayfield didn't have a great game.
No,
on Monday Night Football. We'll talk about that.
Yes.
I guess Daniel Jones, he did have a
man. I watched the Colts. Listen, I watched the Colts beat up on the Chargers in L.A.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Colts, like we talked about last week, like there are no teams that like are starting to pull away. I'm not gonna lie though. I think the Colts are starting to pull away in the AFC. I'm not like for me right now. I think the Colts are the best team in the AFC.
I wouldn't be mad at someone saying that. I can't give them a Daniel Jones, Indianapolis Colts.
Like
call it hating or call it just
fair. Man,
I'm not gonna be mad at anyone who says that.
Yeah,
you're literally basing that off what you're seeing. I'm basing it off
what you've seen. No, I hear you.
That's
but,
the perfect way to say it.
Man, the Colts are playing really good ball right now. They're playing complimentary football at another level.
For sure.
It's just like I'm gonna give my hats to them right now. I think they're the best team in the AFC. But no, I hear what you're saying, man. But let you just Andy talking about your defense. But let's talk about your defense. You just said you expect Trayvon Diggs to be traded, to be gone.
Yeah.
What happened? Because you were not saying this last week.
Well, just the announcement of him missing that game with a concussion, I think that was just clear. Like you see things, you kind of see that more. But if you've been
because you've been seeing rumblings, you said
no, not about him getting. Well, that happened, and it was like, oh yeah, everyone was on the same page. Like it wasn't until that. Like he had the whole thing with Mac Eberflus, he was never really in trade talks, but then it came out of nowhere that he was missing this game with a concussion that he sustained at home.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, yeah, he's gone. Now, the trade rumblings that I was talking about is everyone's been talking, saying that the Cowboys have been shopping around trying to get a guy like Max Crosby to Dallas. And I think that,
yeah.
I mean, if Jerry can make that happen,
yeah. But
depending on what we give up, well, then if he makes that happen, he's in a position right now to where if he can sign those three guys,
yes,
and no matter what kind of this one would it really takes to make, if he makes that happen, I think he'll deserve. It might absolve all the mistakes he's made since then, and I'm not even joking. That would be these signing those three, trading and getting those guys on the team,
yes,
signing them to long-term deals,
yes,
getting Max Crosby in. That would be. If does NFL have executive of the year?
Yeah,
that would be.
I think so.
That would be by and large the executive of the year for
you
that.
give it to Jerry for that,
and that would literally, it would make up for all the times he didn't make moves like that, because all of that at once is just something you don't really see things like that even for
Jerry going all in,
even across the league. That's those are.
Well, I mean, no, we've gone all in a couple times. The Steelers are going all in this year.
They have. That's a lot of moves to make. The Steelers traded for DK.
Traded for DK. Traded for Jalen Ramsey. Traded for Jonnu Smith. Signed Darius Slay. They made all in moves. They brought in Aaron Rodgers. Like they made all in moves.
Those aren't. They try. Those aren't good. Those guys aren't good. Aren't as good as DK Metcalf. Isn't as good as George Pickens right now. None of those guys.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Wait, back up.
George Pickens is a better receiver than DK Metcalf.
To me, that's tomato. But there's still like those guys. DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, like Darius Slay, like two Hall of Fame players for sure. DK probably not, but Slay no. But like still, like four guys who have been all pros before. Like all pro caliber players.
They're not all pro caliber players now.
Lando, that's not what I'm saying. You're not going to tell me the Steelers didn't make all in moves.
They did that. What I'm saying is they're not. Those moves aren't as ginormous as these moves are.
I disagree. For the Steelers, it was.
No, this would be the Packers. This is like going to trade for a top receiver and a top defensive player. That's getting a lot of. Like
I hear what you're saying, but the Steelers don't operate like that. Mike Tomlin does not operate like that.
Then they don't qualify for what I'm saying.
Yes, they do because they don't do that.
What I'm saying,
Mike Tomlin literally said,
"If you don't," I'm saying this. They don't. Those aren't blockbuster moves.
But they were for the Steelers. They may not be blockbuster moves to you, but they were for the Steelers.
Those are puzzle pieces to like complete your team.
Man, I don't know.
A few different pieces. Those are not blockbuster any way you cut. Not for the Steelers.
I disagree.
Darius Slay is not a blockbuster move.
Darius Slay was a Pro Bowl corner last year for us and a Super Bowl champ last year for us.
A Pro Bowl is a popularity contest.
Bro, stop. You're just diminishing. You're just diminishing
Darius
the
Slay is
moves.
not a blockbuster move.
You're trying to take away from them, but no, bro. No,
that's not a level.
Those are blockbuster moves for the Pittsburgh
Max
Steelers.
Crosby is a top 3 player at his position.
Hold on. I'm not arguing that what the Cowboys would possibly do. I'm not arguing against that. I'm just saying there are other teams that have operated like that.
No, that's not a blockbuster. They're not even, unless you're making multiple blockbuster moves.
Yes,
that
it
is
was.
Not the same. Every team every year gets different pieces here and there.
Lando, the Pittsburgh Steelers went from Justin Fields and Russell Wilson to Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, Minka Fitzpatrick. They got rid of Minka Fitzpatrick.
Aaron Rodgers.
They brought back T.J. Watt.
42-year-old Aaron Rodgers is not a blockbuster move.
42-year-old Aaron Rodgers is balling for them right now.
He's playing decent.
Okay, all right.
He literally just sucked.
No, look, listen.
Was Aaron Rodgers a good quarterback these last 2 seasons? He got hurt.
I'm not going to say he was a bad quarterback.
Yes, he was.
I'm not going to say that.
He was terrible last year.
You are not going to sit here and look at me and tell me that he had the same exact stats as Patrick Mahomes and tell me one was great and one was terrible.
One was playing. He
was playing for the Jets, who are still god awful.
That's literally been this entire argument with Jalen Hurts. It's not his stats haven't been that good, but they were winning. Him having the same stats as Patrick Mahomes doesn't mean anything.
You are not about to tell me you are not about to put the reason that the Jets were awful solely on Aaron Rodgers.
I didn't say that he was the soul. I'm saying he just did not play well.
Okay, yeah, that's where me and you disagree. I don't think he played bad. I really don't. I watched him play. I don't think he played bad last year. I don't.
He was a middle of the pack quarterback.
Okay, I do not think he played bad last year.
He played bad enough to where signing him on what maybe his last is not a blockbuster move.
Okay, in your opinion, we're going to agree to disagree.
A blockbuster move is
we're going to agree to disagree.
A top player.
We're going to agree to disagree.
The only way a quarterback getting traded is Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, a top 10, top 5 quarterback. You cannot say Aaron Rodgers at 41 is a blockbuster move.
We're going to agree to disagree. Anyway, because we're just going to keep going back and forth at this point. Anyhow, if y'all can get Max Crosby, I absolutely don't want that to happen. Under no circumstances do I want Max Crosby to end up in Dallas. I don't even know what y'all have to give. Are they talking about trading Trayvon for him?
No, I don't know. Trayvon, that's just separate. He's out of there. He's not. They're just saying he's.
So you don't think he'll play another game for the Dallas Cowboys?
No. Jerry said something like, "Oh well, basically we're happy with what the team looked like." I don't know what his exact words are. That's just a whole. I think that's just a whole separate situation.
Okay.
I think him and Matt Eberflus don't
get along.
They don't like each other. He doesn't want to be here anymore. They don't want to be anymore. I think Max.
Do you want him here still?
I don't mind. If he's here, he's here. If he's not, no hard feelings. But I think with Max Crosby, the thing is.
I mean,
if we get this deal done, I think that kind of cements that we won the trade because
Micah trade.
Worst case scenario, we trade 2 of the first round picks, like basically 2. So we then traded Micah for Max Crosby and Kenny Clark. Yeah, which I think because. I think while Micah is younger than Max, production has been similar. I'm not going to just switch up. Because if you had you asked me last season, I would have said Michael Parsons was a better edge than Max Crosby. But I think it's not too far off. No, but Kenny Clark and that is good. But best case scenario, we don't trade either of them. But I even meet in the middle and just say we trade one of them. And so then we ended up trading Michael Parsons for Kenny Clark, Max Crosby, and a first round pick. Yeah. I mean... That's just you you can't really ask for much more than that. Yeah. In a trade for one of your team's best players. Right. So I guess Jerry, you're in a position to be exactly who you say you can be. Yeah. Be exactly who you thought you've been all these years. Yeah. It's time to talk the talk. Yeah. I mean, no, you like you said, walk the walk. Yeah. But it's literally it's right in front of you. Make it happen, and this team you could really put this team in a position to make some noise. Because, like we said, if our defense and like they just proven, because they don't even have to be that good going forward. If they can just be middle of the pack, just average, not the worst team and the worst defense in the NFL. Yeah, this team can win a lot of football games.
You know, I'm friends with a Raiders fan, and when I saw that they got skunked this past Sunday, I asked him. I said, "Man, is it time to just go wholesale? You know, trade everybody,
punt on the Geno Smith experiment. And he was like, yeah, but he literally said, like, I hope we can do that without trading Max Crosby. I told him that's not possible. That's not how it goes.
Right.
You hit the reset, the refresh, the restart button by trading your biggest names. I do wonder, though, because Max Crosby just re-upped with the Raiders. So
we have the cap space.
No, I know. I wonder, like, because who was it? Oh, the Saints. Like, the Saints, right? Obviously, the Saints are the 8th this season, right?
Right.
Horrible team. But Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, they've come out publicly and said they don't want to get traded. They want to stay here. They want to finish this, right? I feel like Max Crosby is also in that same sentiment. Because we spoke about this before, I don't know what the Raiders' plans are.
Right. Nobody does.
Like, I don't know what the Raiders' plans are.
Yeah, I know a Raiders fan too, and he's sick this season. He doesn't know what's going on.
Like,
he was very not excited, but he was very like optimistic on the
Raiders
positive
fan.
side.
Yeah, my Raiders friend, he was like
Geno Smith experience.
Yeah, he was like, oh, like, you know, we finally got somebody to stabilize the quarterback position. Pete Carroll coming in, like, no, we should be decent this year. No, that has not been the case. I don't know. I don't know what the Raiders' plans are. I mean, to me, I'm absolutely taking calls on Max Crosby.
For sure.
I mean, Jacoby Myers, I guess, you know, because he wanted to get traded. So I guess I take calls on him too. Honestly, yeah, like I'm taking calls. I'm stacking up draft picks because we're not playing for nothing this year. You know, Ashton Jetsy, we, you know, continue to develop him and start the search for your next quarterback because it's not Geno. It's not Geno. Not even in the short term. It's not Geno. So I don't know what the Raiders' plans are. But yeah, no, I mean, if you're the Dallas Cowboys, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, like if your team's, you know, trying to make a run, yeah, I'm calling for a Max Crosby. I'm trying to see, you know, what that's looking like. If I'm a Buffalo Bills, I'm calling about Jacoby Myers. Like Josh Allen can use another receiver. You know, if I'm the Washington Commanders, like, because I mean, we'll see Debo. You know, they didn't get any younger bringing in Debo Samuel at the wide receiver position.
Definitely.
So
not.
if I'm the Washington Commanders, like, yeah, like I'm calling about Jacoby Myers. Like, if I'm the Raiders, I'm taking calls. I'm going to the highest bidder at this point. But I want to touch on our division real quick. You know, because I'm not gonna lie. As of right now, I think the Giants will finish third in the division.
Oh yeah, I think they're better than the Commanders right now.
And they played Denver to the death.
No, that was ridiculous.
What do you mean?
How do you let a team score 33
you know what?
in the fourth quarter?
I'll say this though, like, because the Giants, they're a young team. Like, every young team has to go through that. I watched the majority of the game because I saw. Fun fact, I got Sunday ticket at YouTube TV, so I was able to watch a lot of football this Sunday.
Right.
And I was taking full advantage of it. And, you know, I started watching y'all's game, but I knew that was going to be a wash early, so then I tuned in. I saw the Giants were up big on the Broncos. I was like, what?
Right.
In Denver? Like, there's no way. So I started watching that game. And, yeah, they're a young team. They're a young team. Jackson Dart, he played great aside from the interception he threw. But, you know, Bo Nix, he already has a season under his belt. Sean Payton is the head coach. The Broncos still have a top-notch defense, even though they haven't looked like it the past couple of weeks. But, yeah, no, it was in Denver, like, too. Like, Bo Nix, he put his Superman cap on and just went to work in the second half. But the Giants...
It was really just the fourth quarter. Right?
Yeah, they really came alive in the fourth quarter. But the Giants, like, they played them to the death. Like, it was,
Didn't they have a couple extra points missed? Then
they did, yeah. Their kicker, their kicker got cut today, so
makes sense.
Yeah, they were missing Graham Gano, their usual kicker.
They're thinking, hey, you make those 2 extra points.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But again, my hats up to the Giants. They played the Denver Broncos very, very, very tough. Like, they are that team. Like, they're the trap game for teams this season right now. Like, I'm not thinking it's going to be a walk in the park, us playing them, you know, this week.
Right.
They already whooped us. They already whooped us once. So it's going to be a dogfight. That's the team. You play the Giants this season, man. It's going to be a dogfight. They're not going to make it easy for you. And Jackson Dart, like I said, he's doing work without Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, right? His top 2 receivers. So,
right.
And Cam Scatterbo, he's proven
more and more each week, man. He could be a featured running back in the NFL. So, and their defense, I mean, they got the front seven figured out. It's just their corner play, man. They got to figure that out.
Definitely.
But, I mean, the Giants, I think the Giants, they finish out this year, I'll say like 8-9, maybe 9-8. We'll see. But the Giants looking into the next season, they could be a very, very, or not even very, they could be a wild card. They could be a wild card. They could be a sleeper team. But I think the Giants will finish out this season as the third best team in our division. Unless y'all's defense just like completely implodes. Yeah.
No, I agree 1,000%. I think the Giants are definitely trending in the right direction. I think they've found a real spark with Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo in that backfield.
Yep.
I think that, especially being down there receivers, that they are still being able to produce, score points at a high level.
Right.
They'll definitely be a team like in the division going forward. I mean, the division going forward is looking up. Like each team is kind of.
It's starting to trend up a little bit.
I think everyone's kind of in a good place.
Like they're starting. It looks like they may be starting to round into form.
Obviously, our defense is really bad, so that's a good place. But it has, especially just given the future, even if we don't make any trades from Max Robert, we'll still have those 4 first-round picks in the next 2 years. So, I mean, the division can definitely be a dogfight these next couple of years going forward.
Right. Well, you kind of touched on it with Monday Night Football with Baker. Let's just talk about Tampa Bay versus Detroit. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this as a blanket statement because, you tell me otherwise. Is there any reason right now why Jahmyr Gibbs would not be considered the best running back in football?
No, I mean,
that dude is insane.
No, he's amazing.
And I'm going to sound selfish saying this, but I wanted Jahmyr Gibbs in that draft so bad, and I thought we were going to get him because he's a running back, and nobody takes a running back that at 12. Right. And what did the Detroit Lions do? They take him at 12. Thanks, Dan Campbell. You took him at 12.
They still have David Montgomery.
Oh man, yeah. So dude, when I watched Monday night, man, I mean,
Jahmyr Gibbs is that dude. And, at first we got the league, everybody was like, oh, he's just a speed back. He's small. He's not going to. I saw that man running. I saw him outrunning Antoine Winfield, and I saw him run over Antoine Winfield.
No, he's definitely featured back in this.
Yes. Right now, Jahmyr, Bijan, Christian McCaffrey, those three, they're the top backs right now. But, I'm watching Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he's a better receiver than Bijan. I think he's faster than Christian McCaffrey. I'm giving it to Jahmyr Gibbs right now, bro. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is the best running back in football, and I think the Detroit Lions, they're starting to figure it out again. And you know what? I'll give Dan Campbell his credit, because I was the first one to say, we both said it on here, losing Aaron Glenn, losing Ben Johnson, we were going to find out what Dan Campbell was made of this year.
Definitely. He's having a much better season than both of those guys.
Right, and his defense is still losing guys left and right. They had no names out there playing corner for them last night.
He has more wins than both of those guys put together.
Dude.
Got to. One of them has none.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that. But, Detroit, they came in last night, steamrolled Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield. Mike Evans' first game back, he got hurt, so hopefully, he's not out for too long. But him and Emeka Ibuka, which is crazy because they've been on a heater to start the season, but they could not get on the same page.
That time missed got him a little rusty.
Right. Baker, man, he was missing throws. Detroit, they just made Tampa work for every yard.
Yeah, for sure.
And their offense obviously was,
it's crazy. Their offense was almost like the perfect defense because it was the Jahmyr Gibbs show, man. He was just getting the ball 24/7, running the clock out, making gas plays, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, doing his thing. Jared Goff doing his thing. Yeah, Detroit, they're playing shorthanded like we said. Brian Branch got suspended for whooping the Juju Smith-Schuster.
Right.
Terry Arnold out. Their other corner, Ennis Rexstraw is out. Who else they signed somebody else? He was out too. Oh, DJ Reed, he was out. Like they were missing everybody. Marcus Davenport, he's already out for the season. Like they were missing guys. You know what? I'll say this, like I know Detroit Lions fans are just praying for Dan Campbell to get one healthy season. Like,
for sure.
like can we just give him one healthy roster for a full season? Because the sky's the limit at that point. So shout out to the Detroit Lions, man. They whooped them on Tampa. Baker's MVP candidacy took a huge hit last night.
Definitely.
And yeah, I mean, you got anything else you want to talk about that game?
No, I think you hit everything on the head.
Yeah. I mean, but I'll say you this. Tampa Bay man got smoked, but Houston. I don't even know what to say. Like, there is a problem in Houston.
For sure.
Like, it's past the point of concern. Like, it's past the point of, like, cautious optimism. I saw C.J. Stroud run for his life damn near every play last night. I saw C.J. Stroud make throws when he could. I saw him make plays when he could. Yeah. The Houston Texans have a top 3 defense. Their defense only gives up
number 1 defense.
They literally only give up 12 points a game.
It was 12 points before that. I think they gave up 20 in that. But
and they had 4 turnovers. 4. They caused 4 turnovers. They won the turnover battle. And C.J. Stroud and company could not for the life of me could not figure it out. And I don't know, man. I'm gonna sound like a broken record at this point, but like, why is it that you draft a guy, you think he's the guy, he shows you he's the guy, right? When he has time and he has weapons, why is it that you see that and you say, okay, so now we're gonna deviate from making sure that guy is set, right? He's set up for success, and we're just gonna focus on everything else. Like, why? I don't understand why that is. C.J. Stroud. Because the Texans, they drafted 2 receivers early second, early third round, right? They started the whole second round, draft pick trend with, giving second round draft picks, fully guaranteed contracts with Jaden Higgins. Right? The Texans started that. So I watched that game last night. I said, man, like, why did they not draft O-linemen instead of receivers?
They drafted a second round lineman.
Did they? Who? Is it the left tackle?
Ariante Arisay?
Yeah, that's the starter left tackle now. He's not looking good though. I'm sorry.
Both of their second round pick last year was a tackle as well. Blake Fisher.
Oh, they're just missing on guys. Then it seems like.
So
listen. You traded for Christian Kirk. You traded away a Laramie Tunsil. I know Houston Texans, y'all felt like he was, inconsistent, whatever. Say what you want. Laramie Tunsil was still the best offensive lineman you had by a mile. Like, by a mile.
I don't think he was.
Their best offensive lineman?
He was bad for that. Texans fans don't think that for no reason. They know, like, he was. He not
was
good.
Still their best offensive lineman, though.
By name, but not by play. He was one of their worst offensive linemen.
I don't know about that, dog. Why do
you think they? How else would they? Like,
I'm telling you what I'm seeing is not better than what Larry Tunsil was doing.
His replacement might not be well, and that's the thing. It might have been like that's what I'm saying. Laramie Tunsil. He led for a fact.
He had his problems. I'm not arguing that.
And then that's what I'm saying. He was. Texans fans. It's like it's hard to. When have you ever seen something happen like a team be bad and the fans be like, "Oh, I'm blaming that lineman." They don't blame him for like bad the blame he's getting was well deserved.
I'm not saying the criticism wasn't deserved. I know he had issues with false starts and penalties and all that. I know that. I still think even with all his stuff, he was their best old lineman by a mile. I believe because I'm not seeing nothing else telling me otherwise. I mean, hell, they gave us when we traded C.J. Gardner-Johnson to them for Kenyon Green. I mean, he washed out. We cut him. Now maybe he's just not good, but
That's what I'm saying. If these by not leading the team in penalties like that, they're better than Laramie Tunsil. And he wasn't.
Yeah,
Not even when he wasn't penalty, he wasn't even blocking well.
I mean, I think he was like a.
And I know, listen, I'm not a firm believer in like Pro Bowls and all that, but like, I don't know. I think the dude was serviceable at the very least as their left tackle for the 4 or 5 years he was there.
I think the Texans know exactly what they saw.
The Texans, well, fair, whatever. The Houston Texans I saw last night, dog, if y'all don't invest in some protection for C.J. Stroud, quick, fast, and in a hurry, it's going to be David Carr all over again.
I think he has to be better.
But I don't think it's just on him, though. Did you watch the game?
Yeah. I watched I watched every Texans game.
Seattle had like 7 guys in the backfield, like constantly. Now don't get me. Seattle's like they're a top. I mean, Seattle. I want to talk about them too, but
this wasn't a 1-game thing. Their entire season, he's been bad. Not even subpar. He needs especially given what he did as a rookie.
Yes.
So
the team was very different though when he was a rookie.
What he's done since he gave Caleb Williams that advice has been next to he's been on par with some of the worst quarterbacks in.
I don't think a guy falls off that quickly just by I don't think a guy regresses that quickly all on his own. I'm serious. I'm not. I know you said you're seeing regression. I'm not even full fledged saying I'm seeing regression. With C.J. Stroud made throws when he had time to make throws. Number one, Nico Collins went out. Christian Kirk's been out. Who's their third receiver? I can't even remember. He was missing. Dalton Schultz was out too. He got hurt. He was missing his top 3 targets. And obviously, he's not on the same page with, you spoke about it before with chemistry, right? He's not on the same page with Jalen Higgins, Jalen Royal. I mean, I know he hit Jalen Royal for a touchdown late, but obviously he hasn't got a lot of work in with those, second and third string guys. But I don't know, man. I think the Texans have to do a better job of making life easier for him. I don't think they've done that. The running game is non-existent. Joe Mixon, I doubt we're going to see that. I doubt we're going to see him in a Texas uniform again.
Yeah, it hasn't been good. So.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play this year. Nick Chubb, yeah, I guess that it is what it is. They got Woody Marks starting for them now.
It's just not good. Their whole offense is just not good right now.
Yeah. They're like the opposite of us. They have the best defense in the league, but
right.
the offense in the league.
Exactly. So I think D'Amico Ryan is I don't think you can fix it this year. I don't think it's possible. So, and I don't think he's gonna get fired. So he really this offseason he just has to sit down because he's calling the defense. Their defense is solid. You got your guys signed. Sure. Their defense is good. They're straight. Number one, bring in the best offensive line you can. I don't whoever's gonna be available, right?
I'm sorry, y'all. Allergies are killing me.
And number two, draft picks, whoever you're targeting free agency, offense, O-line. Find a running back. There's going to be a couple good ones coming out this year's draft. Receivers. George Pickens is going to be a free agent. There's going to be a couple other free agents. Hell, go trade for somebody.
He won't be a free agent.
Whatever. Fair. We'll see. But
no, I'm not saying he won't not even joking. He won't be a free agent at the season.
It's his contract year, isn't it?
No, well, he will either be traded or franchise tag. There's no way he's just gonna
fair.
walk.
I'm just saying guys will be available.
And D'Amico Ryan is now. You need to fix this now.
Because real soon it's going to come a point in time where they pick CJ or you. They going to stick with CJ before they can stick with you.
For sure.
So, brother, fix this, please. For your sake and for his. Fix this, please.
They would have to, clearly be... The defense have to be good. The receivers, all their receivers back. line good run game, and then they still be bad for them to move on. And they'd have to do that for a couple seasons for them to move on from CJ.
Right. On the flip side of that, though, Seattle. Man, I'm not gonna lie. They look. Am I tripping, or do they look better than like the Russell Wilson like Legion of Boom Seattle Seahawks?
No, they definitely look like one of the best Seahawks teams in recent memory.
Like,
yeah, for sure.
And I mean, Sam Darnold, he's playing top notch. Like, he's sharp, efficient with the football. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he's looking like a dog right now. One of the best receivers in the league.
I wanted that man on my team so bad.
Yeah, they got a running game going with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. And their defense, Mike McDonald, man, as a Michigan fan, I miss that man more and more every Saturday. Because Wink Martindale, he's going to give me an aneurysm, I swear. Yeah, Seattle looks legit. Their defense is absolutely legit. And, I mean, they could have, even if their offense, like, slows down because of the middle-of-the-road offense, it's still fine.
Right.
It's still fine. Yeah, Seattle, they look like a problem. I don't want to play them right now. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play Detroit. Like, if I had to pick teams I'm sold on in each conference, Seattle in NFC, Indy for AFC. You know what? I'll put the Rams in too for LA, although Puka got hurt. So I know it's going to hurt them a lot.
They say Detroit in the NFC, and then I think the Chiefs are back in the AFC.
Are you ready for that?
I mean, I don't think like I said last night, I don't think you can ever actually count them out until I just got to see them do it against good teams. Or they would lose in the playoffs. But, I mean, I think they're the team to beat in the AFC.
I got to see them do it against the good teams, though. Playing the Raiders and who else did they play?
Didn't they just
the Giants?
Didn't they just beat the Lions?
Oh yeah, So, you're right. I'll give them that. But like consistently, though, you know what I'm saying? Because they did that. They beat the Giants. They whooped up on the lowly Raiders. I need to see them do it against upper echelon NFL teams on a more consistent basis before
Who are their losses to? What are they?
Us.
4-2.
I think they're 4-2. They lost to us and the Chargers.
They're 4-3.
They lost to us, the Chargers, and who else?
Let's see. Yeah, beat the Raiders, beat the Lions. Oh, they just lost to the Jaguars.
Yes.
And they beat the Ravens. They beat the Giants. Yeah,
the Ravens are bad this year.
They lost to y'all, and then they lost to the Jags.
Right.
I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that game. Yeah, they did lose. Yeah. So, and the Jags, I mean, we'll see what they are at the end of the year. But, yeah, I need to see Kansas City do it against the upper echelon teams first. Before Detroit, yeah, that's a good one. But I need to see what they do down the stretch. But Seattle, Los Angeles, Detroit. In the NFC, AFC right now for me, I mean, I guess de facto, I'll put the Chiefs in that conversation just because they are the Chiefs. But I'm not, by any means, I'm not sold on them as being back yet. But them, the Colts, I think that's it for me right now in the AFC. I'm not going to lie to you. Patriots, I look at it, but we'll see. They're young. To me, those are the top teams in both conferences right now. And, we got the Giants coming up next week, this upcoming Sunday. Who do y'all have?
We have the Broncos, and I will be there in attendance in Denver.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Did Jade give you tickets or something? Or?
No. Like, we are, but, we're going to see, because Jade is playing, it's like Jade's team versus Cowboys. That is the game we, decided to go to. But my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, we're all going out there. Deuce is also he's on the Broncos practice squad.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so we'll be able to see both of them. He won't be playing. Deuce won't be playing, but we'll just be able to go out there, see them, and hopefully the Cowboys can come away with the dub. I tell everybody, anybody I know that has ever played in the NFL, like I told my blood relative Ronald Jones, he played for the Chiefs, Buccaneers.
Yes.
Those times he played against the Cowboys, sorry, cannot root for you today, sir. Jade and Deuce, y'all are the same way. I can, even in Ronald's case, sometimes I would be like, well, at least hopefully he can Because he can have a running back can kind of have a good game
and still lose.
Yeah. If Jade has a good game, that kind of directly means Dak has a bad game, and if Dak has a bad game, that almost guarantees the Cowboys lose. So.
Yes.
Yep, not even gonna wish for a good game for you, Jade. Hopefully they do like Rico told us before the game, and you gotta buckle up, which I think would be in order having to go out. Going out there with CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and the rest of our offense right now, but they do have a pretty good defense.
Yes,
I will say right now, 1,000% confident that Dak Prescott will not be afraid of Patrick Surtain in the slightest. I think they'll challenge him just the same way they would challenge any other corner. That's me kind of looking forward, but just the way that Dak is playing, I think he's playing with almost
that level of confidence.
It's almost a level of an arrogance. That's kind of he doesn't see a throw that he doesn't like. So, and I think we're just at a point to where the chemistry between him and George is. I mean, he doesn't. I don't think he'll care who's out there. If he sees George 1-on-1, that's the play. That's what his look. He's going to give George a chance every time.
Yeah.
1,000% support. Same the way if it's CeeDee Lamb. I like them over. I don't think there's a single corner in the entire NFL. I think that's good enough to where I would not want them. I've always thought that though. Like I think I've talked about that before. I would never let a shutdown corner, quote unquote, dictate the way I play my game. I would not. He's gonna have to go out there and prove it, and he's just gonna have to show me that he's that much better than our best receiver.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a single corner in the league that is better than CeeDee Lamb.
So you think CeeDee is a better receiver than Pat Surtain is a corner?
Absolutely. I think CeeDee Lamb's a better receiver than every corner in the NFL is at corner. But I think it's too much. I think it's not just Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Okay, that's. Well, I mean, I hear what you say. I don't. I mean, I guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah. Obviously, that's what this week will kind of tell us. He'll be able to prove.
For your sake, I hope Pat doesn't bait Dak like he was doing this past weekend with Jackson Dart, but. Yeah, I guess we'll see. You know, that could make for an explosive game. You know, top-notch offense versus top-notch defense. I guess the game will really come down to if y'all's defense could get a stop.
You say he was baiting Jackson Dart. They still scored 30 points.
No. But it was just like, it was a lot of, like Jackson Dart was definitely not going Pat Surtain's way at all. It was very evident. And Pat Surtain almost picked him off. Actually, he caught the ball, but he dropped it. But he was trying to bait him all game. But that's interesting. We'll see. It's funny because I've always looked at it as like, okay, so what do you think is more important to have, a top-notch receiver or a shutdown corner?
Oh, a top-notch receiver.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Yeah,
and it's like it just depends. Like if our best receiver is Ryan from Noy, I'm not going to feel the same way. I think that it's a better corner than Titus.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think I kind of had this debate when talking about how Byron Jones was a corner for the Cowboys, was all pro, but he was a lockdown corner. And I was like, that really meant nothing to our team. They didn't really much mean anything to our defense. They still gave up points. They still locking down your side because he wasn't even like a shadow corner where he's following guys, locking them down. He just locked down the left side,
right? And
that it honestly did nothing for our team.
I mean, I think it's like you can never just have one, right? Like you can't have either way, right? You can't have a CeeDee Lamb at receiver and then a Cooper Rush at quarterback. Right? You
definitely need a good somebody
you
to
can't
get
have a Pat Surtain, in the back end, and then have
no pass rush. Because they have Pat Surtain, but they also have Nick Bonito,
right? Nick Bonito,
sacks, and
Jonathan Cooper, Zach Allen, All Pro last year. Johnny Barrett now is a rookie. I can't pronounce the dude's name, but the safety for 49ers, he signed with them. They got some guys over there, man. Our former Eagle, Alex Singleton's over there making plays. They got some guys over there now. So, yeah, I hear you. I may tend to lean towards corner. I don't know. I'm a defensive oriented guy in just like all sports though, so that's probably why I lean towards corner a little bit.
But I hear you, man. It's gonna make for a good game. You know, Dallas and Denver. Hopefully for your sake, and we'll see.
It'd be sick to go all the way out there. And I will say, I have me and my brother, we have a pretty good track record at going to see the Cowboys
games
in
getting
person.
wins.
Yeah, I mean, we've witnessed some of their best wins in recent history. We were there at the Christmas Eve game against you guys.
Yeah.
The 3rd and 30 play, we got to see that live. I think there was one season we went to the Falcons and the Commanders game, and they won those games by total. It was like they scored 90-something points between the two games.
Yeah.
And only allowed like less than 10. It was like 90-something to 6 between the two games.
So maybe the Smart brothers bring some good luck.
I'm hoping so. And yeah, I think I think I've been close to 10 games.
Wow.
And they've only lost 1.
You know what's crazy? To this day, I have yet to go to a Philadelphia Eagles game. Hopefully, hoping to fix that in the next year.
I was there. I kind of usually when like the schedule's released, I usually try to, talk to like people I know that support the team we're playing to see if they're interested in going. But I mean, it just never really falls through. Or games are expensive, so it's like you really got to make that.
We got to go to the next like meaningful Cowboys Eagles game.
The next one this season will be in Dallas.
No. Well, I mean, we'll see. Like, is that later on in the season though?
Yeah.
So then I guess we'll see because like later on, like, if y'all are out of the mix, like if we're both out of the mix, there's no, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's no way both teams will be out of the mix.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Because I know we have next week the Broncos, then we have the Cardinals, then we have the bye week, then we have the Raiders.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, because we have a tough schedule because I think that game is after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
because I know we have the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I mean we'll see. If not that game, then we'll go to the next meaningful one.
I've been wanting to go, even like trying to see if Jamal would be down to go. And I know he's got a lot. Oh, by the way, I meant to say that happy belated birthday to the
baby Ellie,
to the channel's nieces, to the channel's niece, baby Ellie, just had her first birthday.
Baby Ellie, shout out Ellie, man.
Yeah, I want to see if Jamal could go. My brother just kind of get a little group going because the games are actually really fun to go to in person.
Oh yeah, I bet.
This will be my first game. This will be my first time at another NFL team stadium.
Yeah,
so we'll see how that
experience will be fun.
Yeah,
can't wait to hear about it.
How the difference between the two.
Get ready for that altitude.
Oh yeah, for sure. This will be my 5th being in Denver. Yeah.
Oh okay, yeah.
I went earlier this year with some friends, but this will be, like I said, first time in another NFL stadium, first time in enemy territory.
Yeah.
So kind of see how that atmosphere, interesting to see how that is like. And you know, because I'm definitely gonna wear my Cowboys gear, definitely gonna be rooting for my team.
Obviously,
definitely gonna be talking my mess if they warrant it, and yeah, just interested to see how Denver and their fans kind of react to that.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it would be very easy for us to go to a Cowboys-Eagles game, or easier for us to go to a Cowboys-Eagles game in Dallas.
Right.
I will say going to a game in Philly is definitely something I want to experience.
Yeah.
A lot of people say the Philly fans are on another level. They don't let you. I've literally seen people say if you're going to go to a game, don't wear your Cowboy stuff. That's blasphemy. I say bring it on. I'll walk through the middle of Lincoln Financial with my jersey on, loud and proud, win or lose. And that's definitely something I would be up to experience one day.
Well, we'll make it happen. I'll just end on this note with that. Fred Warner's wife, the 49ers had to come play in Philly. He told her, he's like, don't wear red. And she said after the game, I'll never go back to the Lincoln Financial field.
So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. But today is, the 21st? Yep. October 21st?
Mm-hmm.
NBA regular season basketball is officially back. The Thunder played the Rockets. We were watching it before we started recording. It went to overtime. I don't know who ended up winning that game.
I got you. The Thunder won by 1 in overtime. I wonder how it actually ended.
Okay. Well, on that note, how are the Lakers and the Warriors looking right now?
Jabari. So Shaw got fouled. They were down 1. Made 2 free throws to put them up 1. Then Jabari Smith Jr. missed a 2-point turnaround fadeaway to lose the game.
It'd be like that.
Right now, the Lakers and the Warriors. The Lakers are down 10 or down 11 now to the Warriors. Jimmy Butler has 22, 2-2. Seth Curry has 14-2. Jonathan Kuminga has 12, 6-5.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
Luka Doncic is begging for some help. He has 26, 7-4.
What's Bron? Bron's out.
Yeah, LeBron. Yeah, he'll be missing the first few weeks.
He said Luka is begging for help.
Austin Reeves has 12, 6-3. He's playing decent.
Nobody has double digits.
DeAndre Ayton in his first game has been what I can only assume utter disappointment. He has 4 points, 5 rebounds. And about the third quarter, they just came out of halftime, 8 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Yeah.
So it's been over 2 quarters of basketball, and those are his stats.
So we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah,
NBA's back.
it is.
We will, slowly but surely get into the groove and talk more about basketball now. But, the huge headline for this week, I guess, Stephen A. Smith addressed his beef with LeBron James. I didn't even watch the episode. I know you said you saw what was said, or you saw the clip.
Yeah.
And you wanted to talk about it?
He went on Carmelo Anthony's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast, and they let him kind of just air out his grievances about LeBron, said he didn't like him. So basically, he...
Like ever?
I don't know if he kind of referenced whether it was just like he doesn't like him anymore, he hasn't liked him, he's never liked him. He just said, he's like, I don't like him. And then he was talking about how LeBron has a lot of yes men around him. Nobody's told him no in 25 years. And he kind of just basically kind of just said he doesn't like the way LeBron kind of handles himself. Said how he never checks any of the white journalists the same way he checked him about with his comments over Bronny James.
Yeah.
And then went on to directly reference a time LeBron went at a white reporter the same way he said the only time he did it was when he went at Brian Windhorst. So, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, LeBron doesn't go at any reporters.
Yes.
So he's really only done it twice. One was you, Stephen A. Smith, a black man. One was Brian Windhorst, a white man. It's kind of like that had nothing to do with it. But
Brian is tight with LeBron. Yeah?
well, LeBron kind of came out and said, no, we're not tight.
Oh.
We never really were. This guy, I don't really know this guy.
Okay,
like
yeah,
that.
because
Windhorst kind of made it seem like that.
Exactly. LeBron was like, I don't know why he's always done that.
That's the check that happened? Is that what he's referring to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that first I want to say I'm disappointed in Carmelo Anthony for kind of sitting back and letting that happen.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people will say
Because Carmelo's supposed to be Bron's guy.
yeah, him and LeBron are well
They're both
documented as good
brothers.
friends. Yeah, since they came in the league together, been
Right.
friends since high school.
Yep.
And a lot of people will say, "Oh well, like Carmelo and Stephen A. are friends as well," or
I
that.
get that. I guess,
And I don't. And someone might say, "Oh, that's you just being a LeBron fan," because I am. No, even in the same scenario when LeBron was in the wrong. Not to bring this up, but it was the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, and Drake was upset with the way LeBron kind of handled the whole situation.
Yeah.
I agree with Drake. LeBron was insanely fake in that situation.
Okay.
I am the biggest LeBron fan I've ever met in my life, and
Yes.
I have no problem calling a spade a spade. In that same scenario, Carmelo Anthony was fake for sitting. You cannot say, even if you're a neutral fan of both,
Yeah.
not a neutral friend of both,
Yeah.
it's your job to say, no, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you use that platform to air out y'all's grievances. I'm a friend of you. I'm a friend of yours. I'm a friend of his. That's not what this platform is for.
Yeah.
Same way with LeBron.
Yeah.
You can't call yourself neutral when you're dancing to the thing. You're at the pop out.
You're right.
You're this and that. That's not neutral.
yeah.
It's your job
Like
to.
you just switched up.
Yeah, and I think that in the same sense. So I'm disappointed in Carmelo for that. And with Stephen A., I think he's just being petty. I think
I'm just wondering why we even talk about this.
Yeah, LeBron was well within his right. It all stemmed from when when he walked over to him it was last season,
Right.
during the timeout in Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
Saw Stephen A. and walked up and told
Said,
him
keep my kid's name out your mouth.
Yeah, keep my son's name out your mouth because of the way Stephen A. was covering Bronny. Not only, like I've said before, the same way with Shador, the same way with Bronny, he was the 53rd pick. Why are we putting so much of a spotlight on him? And it wasn't just the spotlight because he's in the NBA, he's able to be talked about. But Stephen A. was coming to it. He literally said verbatim, LeBron, I'm pleading to you as a father to stop doing this. And that's to what? Not have your son? Because he's basically saying it was his fault that much scrutiny is being put on him.
Yeah.
And other than the one time before, while Bronny was still, I think he was either in high school or maybe his freshman year of college, LeBron sent off a tweet saying, "Oh, Bronny is better than some of these."
It was when he was in college.
Yeah, and I don't think that one tweet warrants all the scrutiny that Bronny has gotten since then. So I think that the way Stephen A. has kind of used their names for clicks and clickbait and to put his name out there and gain some relevancy in these situations.
Yeah,
I think that LeBron was well in his rights to come to him as a man and say, I disagree with the way you did that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's so like hurt by getting checked is because, like, I don't know him, but I was just speaking from afar.
Yeah.
But he wasn't being a quote unquote real man, and LeBron checked that. And
Stephen A. wasn't being a real man.
And LeBron checked it. He looked that man dead in his face and basically checked his manhood. And Stephen A. is hurt by that.
Yeah.
Because what can you do what can you really do when?
I mean, he does that in Madison Square Garden. You're from New York.
You're how much realer can you come to somebody than in person?
Right.
The first time I see you addressing this disagreement we have.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any more quote unquote manly than that. I don't really believe in the whole being a real man, the patriarchy, but that's as real as it can get.
Yes.
And I think Stephen A. his feelings just got hurt.
Yeah.
And he's now using every chance he gets to kind of talk behind the lens.
Yeah. I mean, when I first saw the story, I was, is this still a thing? Like, I haven't heard this brought up in months. Like, Braun hasn't said nothing about it. None of Braun's people said nothing about it. Like, why? Like, why are we still on this? That was like my whole thing about it. I think in that situation, in that scenario, I don't think Stephen A. was in the wrong. Like, because he has every right to cover a story how he wants to cover it, or whatever. He has every right. But LeBron also has a right to pull up on him if he disagrees with it.
Right.
I don't think either party was wrong in that. I hear what you're saying, with Carmelo Anthony. I guess I would only say, I would push back on that is if, and again, I haven't seen the interview, so I don't know if I'm guessing Carmelo didn't push back at all.
Let me preface that. I didn't see much. I kind of went. I kind of went along with the rest of what people were saying. I didn't really see any. I saw people basically saying the same thing as me.
Right.
Carmelo, if that's your homeboy, how are you letting him get up there and talk about him?
Now, see, if Carmelo, again, we haven't watched it, so if Carmelo, pushed back and because again, Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James, I mean, unless they're not, it's been.
No, LeBron literally
very tight.
LeBron literally saved his life.
Very tight. They came in together. They won. They've done all this stuff.
Their wives are friends. Their kids are friends.
Well, ex-wife now, but
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no,
Carmelo knows what happened and what didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? He knows. Bron is this guy. He knows. So, I mean, again, it'd be hard for me to believe that Carmelo invited Stephen A. Smith on this podcast and just said, "All right, Steve, go ahead, say whatever you want about Bron. I'm just gonna sit." You know what I'm saying? So, I'm assuming he pushed back. If he did it, then yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Like, I thought, like, if you're picking sides, like, it's no question, you got to go with Braun here. If you're Carmelo,
for sure.
You know, like, there's no question. Like, Stephen A., you cool and all, but like, it's LeBron, dog. Like, that's my guy.
Facts.
Yeah, like, so I hear you with that. Yeah, it's a sad situation at this point, honestly, because, excuse me, like I said, why are we still talking about this?
Yeah, it really shouldn't even be much story.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, Stephen A. Smith, he chose to cover Bronny, how he chose to cover him, and he had every right to, and LeBron had every right to, at that point, address it.
Facts.
Which is exactly what happened.
You said you were pleading him as a father. He came to you as a father.
Right. I don't know, man. Like, LeBron, he's nearing towards the end. Is everything going to start coming out now about, like, how he doesn't really, rock with the Stephen A. Smiths and the Brian Windhorses and the, I don't know, whoever else his people say his media people are.
I think he like rocks with who he rocks with.
Right.
Like, if you look at this offseason, he kind of did that sit down with Pat McAfee,
yep.
which was something he doesn't do quite often.
Right.
And I think even that was, I saw people kind of being like, "Oh, why would he pick Pat McAfee out of all people?" Like that when Stephen A. was right there. Why would he give it to a black
he's not.
man?
Yeah, like he's not going to Stephen A. after that.
Wouldn't go to Stephen A. and say like, "Oh, he could have gave Kendrick Perkins." Kendrick Perkins, like, what are we talking about?
No, yeah. First of all, why would he go to Stephen A. after all that? Like, that's not
Exactly.
happening. That relationship, whatever it was.
The only person I could have been like, I could see, I would have made it was going maybe to Shannon Sharp for the interview, kind of like that.
Maybe.
But
You know who else, too? And to me, she's a dark horse, but I feel like everybody rocks with Malika Andrews.
yeah, for sure.
Malika and Taylor Rooks. Everybody loves Taylor Rooks.
Yeah, definitely. I would have been cool with, like,
I wouldn't have been surprised
but
if
I
LeBron
wasn't mad at him for not going to anyone else.
Yeah. I mean, like, it is what it is. I mean, Braun hasn't said anything, right? You ever heard anything from his people about this?
Came out of said anything.
I mean, I doubt he will, because
yeah.
I mean, look, we saw what happened. Braun stepped to him. We saw.
Yeah, he said what needed to be
He
said.
did what he needed to do. Everything else was on Stephen A. Smith at this point. So, it is what it is in that regard. But NBA basketball is back.
Yep.
The Bulls, again, y'all know where I'm at. Until we make moves. I just bought 2K last night. I am still on the quest to make the Bulls relevant again. Lando just said it. Luka needs some help while
Yeah,
LeBron is rehabbing. So, fellas, y'all got to step up. DeAndre Ayton, I know they expect more out of you. So, figure it out, man. But before we get out of here, I am going to Camp Flog Dog, Tyler the Creator's annual music festival in California for the first time this year. And that kind of prompted the discussion for what we're going to talk about, non-sports related.
When is that?
That is November 15th and 16th. Nice. So, yeah, we might, that following November, that following week, man, we might drop an episode super late. But I apologize. It is what it is. I got people to see. I got artists to see. So, on that note, for me, going to see Tyler the Creator, man, he's my second favorite artist of all time. And I've wanted to knock him off my concert bucket list for a while, and I'm finally going to be able to. I get to knock off Childish Gambino as well. Excuse me. So that kind of just wants me, lead me to ask you the question, man. Like, who is still on your concert bucket list, and who would you like to knock out before you retire from your concert going days?
I have a few. I know for a fact I want to see. I wish I could see a kind of reunion performance from Kanye West.
Oh,
I wish
I'm
I
right
could
there
see.
with you. He'd have to be in right mind.
Yeah,
and he'd have to be
pretty
old
much
Kanye.
Life of Pablo and everything before.
Yeah,
and I'm seated.
I'm there with you.
I want to see Young Thug.
Oh, I got beef with Young Thug right now.
Oh, because of his album.
Not even that. He's just, ever since he got out, he's been like Boy Cry Wolf.
Yeah, he's been saying it's just.
And his album cover is weird. He's white.
Yeah, I don't.
What is that? Like,
I don't really agree with that choice. He's one of my favorite artists, but I don't really agree with that.
Like, what is that, man?
For that album cover, but he's definitely on my concert bucket list.
Okay.
And Drake is on my concert bucket list.
Oh.
I've seen a lot
I
of.
thought you haven't seen Drake? I thought you saw Drake.
I saw Drake with.
Future?
Who else was there? No, 21 Savage was there. So actually, also because Also, I say that because it was then he changed it to Drake and J. Cole. And so actually I should say J. Cole, not Drake.
Okay,
I've seen
okay.
Drake.
I'm about to say, I thought you said you saw Drake before. I too have seen Drake, but unfortunately for those of you that know me, they know it was at the Astroworld Catastrophe. Yes, I was there. Yes, Travis Scott is my favorite artist. He still is. That's my guy. I was there. I'll die on that hill. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. It is what it is. Sad night all around. Not just any one person's fault. That's okay. So Kanye, old Kanye, Thug, J. Cole.
Actually, I've seen J. Cole. It was only for a couple songs because I've seen, like I said, I've seen Drake, seen Lil Wayne, and then I saw Chance the Rapper one year, and he randomly just brought out J. Cole because it was during South by Southwest.
Random.
Yeah, J. Cole was performing over at an actual venue.
Yeah.
By himself.
Yeah.
Chance had a Smaller Than Me. It was Chance.
List right there.
Drum. It was
Drum. I haven't heard from Drum in years.
Yeah, Metro Boomin was doing a set.
I dapped up Metro Boomin at the first Astroworld Festival, bro. Fun fact.
I can't remember who else performed, but Chance had kind of a whole little set list of people opening up for him. He performed, and then literally at the end, he left, came back, and was like, "Hey, I got a homie here who wants to do a couple songs for y'all." He was performing over at South by.
Yeah.
It just came over, and now he wants to do a couple songs. Y'all cool with that? And we were like,
y'all cool with that?
I mean, we have been standing all day.
Yeah.
Legs tired. And then it was like,
y'all
and
cool
then
with that?
Out of nowhere, it was like, ding, ding, like the Tale of Two Cities. Since the young and all dreamed again. And we went insane. That's
beautiful.
I've seen a pretty good amount of artists, but
Yeah.
so instead of J. Cole, who I have to put on there? New Edition. That's what I want to say.
Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that, but that's a good one. Okay, so yeah, you got some heavy hitters you still want to hopefully see. I got a list. I'm a list guy. Okay, I'm a type A list guy. So Childish Gambino, Tyler the Creator. I'm knocking those two off in a few weeks. The Weeknd. I have J. Cole on there. Here's my thing. I was told that J. Cole was a so-so performer. So I don't know. I mean, you just said he was pretty solid. So
Well, to me, I've heard people say that about a lot of people, and
Yeah.
I personally, it's almost like literally just there. Because I'm such of a lyric guy. I'm kind of weird in the way I know the words to so many songs. And my favorite
I do
artists,
too.
all of it. And so just me being able to go.
Have you seen Wayne? Wayne's your guy. Have you seen Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
And so it's almost, and I was all the way in the back. It was just the effect. Being able to be there, see them perform, and rap the songs with them. That's kind of
that's your thing.
That's all I even kind of need to be satisfied. Because I've heard the same thing about Young Thug. I've actually heard that he's a bad performer. He just kind of gets up there and kind of walks around. But being able to rap some of his songs word for word with him would be just.
Actually, I've seen Young Thug.
That's kind of where'd you see him?
At the first Astroworld.
Okay.
Because freaking Trippie Redd, man. I've seen Trippie Redd a couple times, but every time I see Trippie Redd, and I've heard this from other folks too, so I guess it's just a thing for him. He routinely pulls up late, and then he does half his set, but he made up for it because on Young Thug set he came out and they did Dark Knight Doom, and I was like, oh my, yes, so thank you, but yeah, so J. Cole he's still up there. Lil Uzi Vert.
I saw Uzi.
I want Eternal and Take Two and Previous. The last album he dropped, Uzi, that hot garbage. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna say it. I love you. Hot garbage. I don't know what that last project was.
I saw him at Jambalaya one year, and it was a great performance.
Yeah.
He was all up on the rafters.
Dude,
going crazy.
bet. Yeah, he's crazy. Tame Impala. Shout out Tame Impala. Just dropped Deadbeat. Pretty good album. Not his best album, but pretty solid album. But Tame Impala. I need to experience Let It Happen live. My soul will go to another stratosphere if I experience that live. This one, it'll never happen, but unless I probably won't. But for me, Brockhampton. If those boys ever got back together, if Kevin, Amir, Matt, Don,
aren't they San Marcos?
they're from Texas, yeah, but they
They're
all
Austin. They're from.
they met on a fun fact. They met on a Kanye West Reddit page or server, and they were all in San Boy at one point.
Okay,
that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brockhampton, man. such a short-lived run. Those guys were fire. All right? Fire, I tell you. If you don't know, go listen to all 3 saturation tapes. We never got Puppy. We never got Puppy because the fellas did not want to give Amir a shot. He got into some legal trouble, and they didn't let the legal process play out. They just kicked him, and then it was basically a wrap after that. They dropped one more project, and it was a wrap after that, bro. And the crazy thing is, literally ever since then, nobody heard nothing about Amir in those cases.
Dang.
It's like, bro, like y'all could have just let this played out, but they didn't. They didn't. So yeah, I got them in here as an honorable mention, and I have Kanye in here as an honorable mention. Like you said though, it had to be Ye of sound mind, old Ye, not this Nazi stuff he got going on.
Right.
None of that. I love Kanye West. I'll argue with anybody to the death that he's the best rapper of all time. But I take breaks when I need to take breaks.
For sure.
Like I take hard breaks when I need to take breaks from Kanye West. I also have Rex Orange County on here. I don't know. I'm hearing different information about him and his legal trouble because he had a case with a girl. Came out that the girl lied, but apparently there's other girls. I don't know. I do not know.
Right.
I do not know. So yeah, that's my list. I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else who I didn't mention who I really want to see? I can see it Drake again, but in a better light, obviously.
Wait, you saw him win?
He was at the because he was Drake. Trav brought him out for the Astroworld catastrophe. He was the surprise guy.
Well, I'll say Drake has probably been the best concert I've been to.
Oh, he was good.
Like he performed songs from his whole catalog.
Yeah,
and then just the show aspect of it. He was like using the hologram of like his younger self that he was like rapping with, and it was
Drake
just, like,
is man. You know what I will say? Like Drake is. He's like the best. I don't even know how to do. I guess performer. Like I just say like as a. Like he knows how to pull a crowd in. Like and even just like not even just performing right, just like how he operates.
Yeah.
Like I will give Drake tons of credit. Like that man, he just knows how to pull people in.
For sure.
Like I'll give him credit for that. But yeah, man, those are some of our guys, our artists that we yearn to see. And what say you? Who are some people you want to knock off your concert bucket list? Are you Team LeBron or Team Stephen A in this beef? Or are you like Lando and you're saying, Carmelo, what are you doing, dog? But yeah, that's a wrap on this episode of Birds at the Rodeo. Eric, the resident Eagles fan.
I'm Orlando, the resident Cowboys fan.
And please, please, please like, comment, subscribe. Share, retweet, all of the above.
Repost, like on TikTok.
All of the above. Please, please, please. We appreciate the downloads y'all been giving us. Everybody, we're slowly climbing that subscriber count on YouTube, man. We're slowly climbing that subscriber count.
Definitely.
We're at 31, man. We get to 50, we're going to drop something.
For sure.
So keep, spreading the word. Keep letting people know. And thank you to all who've been tapping in with us, man. And until next week. Peace.
Later.
Jamal with a stroke of genius.